Yo, yo, yo. All right, let me turn this down just a bit. All going, everyone. Wait, Monkey D Ashura. What's up? What's up? Just double checking everything is all right here in terms of my audio levels. I would hope so. Like to think so. That. I think so. I think so. Alright, welcome everyone to Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 14. Hope everyone's doing great. Shout out to those of you that are joining us now and who will be watching this stream once it gets, once it goes up for the most part. Yeah, hope everyone's doing good. I mean, it's the weekend and it's my, well, it's not my birthday, but funny enough, tomorrow is my birthday, so that's going to be interesting. No grand plans, to be honest. No grand plans. But yeah, I mean, as per usual, late to the party, courtesy of work. But I should make a post about this. Hold on. Alright, so I guess since I'm late to the party, and I need to probably rework this whole chat box on the stream. Anyway, since I'm late to the party, let's get into it. So, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 14, Duty, and yes, I haven't really, I think I saw one spoiler image for the most part, if I'm remembering right. Everything's over here. Yeah, I think I saw one spoiler image. I think it was Mitsuki kind of just, pushing against Boruto like that. But other than that, I haven't really seen or checked out any spoilers, so I think I am good for the most part when it comes on to this. So let's get right into it. So creator supervisor Masashi Kishimoto, and courtesy of the recent interviews with Kishimoto, we can stop wondering in terms of how the writing is going for this. And I must say, I love the cover page, love the, how should I say, the evolution of Koji's, outfit. But not lie, this looks sick. This looks sick. Definitely loving the black and red contrast. Alright, so here we go. 2 Blue Vortex. So Boruto here. You've finally come to. Relax your wounds. Relax, your wounds been healed. Alright, so we have Boruto handcuff. They're sealing jutsu cuffs crafted by Amado. No amount of weaving science will lead to jutsu activation. They even suppress your favorite teleportation. I mean, would those cuffs account for like Shinjutsu though? That's a big question. And don't even think about trying to break them. They may be electronic, but they're extremely resistant to impact. It'll just injure your arms. Oh, by the way, is my audio sounding good? Is it sounding alright to you guys? Even though as per usual, I could also check myself. Okay, yeah, sounds fine. Alright, so continuing on here. Is everyone else okay? And where's the enemy? The enemies run off. There's no sign of their tracker in or around the village. We lost several comrades this round. Guys, you're always losing comrades like every round. Like, let's be honest. We've joked about not living in Konoha so many times, it's not even funny, honestly. But anyway, their actual targets like Sarada and Himawari are safe, as are the Inoshika Cho trio. Of course, this is incredible. He's been healed so completely it's hard to believe. His belly had been run through. Then he'll be okay? He hasn't even twitched. Will he wake up? Looks like his chakra flow was disrupted, but no worries. Once I get it going again, he'll eventually come to. Good thing you brought him here. Phew. Oh, of course, yeah. Jin is her son, of course. Now, Boruto, let's have a chat. I've got a ton of questions for you. First off, who were those guys who attacked Konoha? Okay, nice. It seems like Ino's whole team is kind of broadcasting the conversation to Amado and the elders, which are, it's still crazy to believe that these persons are still alive, dog. Why do they want Sarada and Himawari? Alright, back to Eida. It started. Boruto's interrogation. Hehe, it ain't looking good, Kawaki. What's your plan? If Boruto decides to let all the cats out of the bag. I mean, there probably isn't anyone loony enough to believe that your positions are flipped. But you did outright lie about Boruto killing the Hokage. I wonder how everyone will react when they find out. I told you not to bring that up, Daemon. Quit poking at Kawaki. It won't change anything. No matter what Boruto says, it is still his fault that Lord Seven disappeared. This man, really? A dangerous Otsutsuki who could rampage at any moment. That's his true nature. Killing him is the only option, whether it's now or later. But before that, we need to extract the intel he has, so we're able to deal with those mysterious monsters. Of course, Mitsuki there. Divine tree people who possess self-consciousness? Yeah, each one reflects the chakra of a person devoured by 10 tails and turned into a tree. For example, Old Man Sasuke was the base model for Hidari, who you just fought. I've also seen one called Matsuri, whose base model is Master Moegi. Matsuri? Be careful, Master Konohamaru. The one Matsuri is eager to devour is you. Reading that sounds so off. The one Matsuri is eager to devour is you. What? Ten Tails' intended purpose is to devour an Otsutsuki, become a divine tree, and put down roots in the ground, in order to suck the planet dry of life and produce a chakra fruit. It knows this instinctively. But now that they've acquired intelligence, we should view them as more than a simple beast that acts on impulse. In general, intellectual curiosity seeks experiences that lead to new emotions and knowledge, namely, information. I suspect that's what they want. Information, huh? You're saying that they're trying to gain information by devouring Sarada, Himawari, and me? Something like that. And the one egging them all on is their leader, Jura. Jura? He's a special case. Unlike the others, he has no prototype. Okay, so that's interesting, because I know a lot of us were kinda iffing and butting about like, oh, maybe it's like Jigen or Naruto or somebody else, you know? So the fact that he has no base, I guess that would mean that he might be just the main body of the Ten Tails itself, more than likely. He's a special case. Unlike the others, he has no prototype. He's a direct... Okay, so they actually confirm it there. He's a direct incarnation of Ten Tails. So that's interesting. And the one steering the crisis we're facing right now. In short, if we can defeat Jura, this planet would stop being in danger. Now, how are you so certain? Why do you know these things? How did you figure it out? Answer me, Boruto. Our decision on where to trust you or not depends on it. I have a source, but sorry, I can't reveal his identity. What? He asked me not to, for his own safety. Wait, hold on guys, 1 second. One second guys. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so continuing. Not acceptable. You expect us to believe a traitor's tale without a single ounce of evidence? Back at you. Most of you want me dead. The only reason I'm still alive is because of my intel, right? Don't you get cocky with us, renegade. Whatever or whomever those monsters desire, what we of Konoha must do does not change. Any hostile elements will be eliminated, using all means necessary. That includes you, Boruto. Regardless of what you say or don't, know that there is no chance of you leaving that room alive. So given that, speak with caution. Based on your words, we could at least offer you a painless death. Tell us, Boruto. Why ever did you lay a hand on Uzumaki Naruto, Lord 7th? Okay, so this should be interesting if Boruto is going to reveal the truth or if he's going to maintain quote-unquote Kawaki's lie. Alright, I hear you. But Boruto, if you have no intent to kill Kawaki, oh, flashback, you need to understand that you'll have to continue taking false blame regarding Naruto. Seeing as... Ooh. Oh, is this like a literal way to represent that omnipotence? Like, it's affecting his memory? Anyway, seeing as blank effect lies with Kawaki, I'd like to avoid making him feel cornered again. Which means not exposing what he did quite yet. So you'll need to stay a fugitive. You okay with that? Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't expecting otherwise. What exactly is it that lies with Kawaki? And on what basis do I find Boruto trustworthy? I don't know, and yet somehow, for no logical reason, I am convinced that he is Uzumaki Boruto. I have the memory of deciding to believe that. And that accepting this premise leads to everything falling into place. Which means I can't let Boruto die here and now. I didn't kill him. Lord 7th is alive. His wife too. They're both somewhere safe. I like that we get more nuance again. Like, the more the chapters go on, seeing the effect of omnipotence from different perspectives and the nuances associated with that, I like that we keep getting like pieces of it every chapter. So, you know, by a certain point we can piece everything together for the whole omnipotence experience. Anyway, what? Of all things you could say, they're both somewhere safe? And where is that? Why do they need to hide? I'm not telling. You drop such a tall tale now. I'm speechless. I just don't intend to reveal anything to you. I haven't told a single lie. Insolent brat. You seek a painful death? Good, good. That's the spirit. We're finally heading in the direction of a real interrogation. Yo, Ibiki really just been waiting for this to die. I was alright. We're just like, wait if you might give some resistance. I'm just gonna finally. You see me? Boruto? Ino, it's me. How's Inogen doing? He's good. Still asleep, but nothing abnormal. That's a relief. I'm glad. Truly. Stop beating around the bush. This is about Boruto, right? Yeah, things aren't good. I want to talk to him off the grid again. Can you pull him into this transmission right now? Is that an order, Hokage? Ino, I've said this before, but personal use of mind transmission jutsu is against regulations. Plus, all content is required to be reported. Even our convo now is already violating 5 regulations. I told you, it's a top secret mission. You're the only one I can ask. I'm worried about you. Why do you champion him so much? I just don't understand it. Ino, I get how you feel your distrust, but please, trust me, I need your help. I'm not ordering you as Hokage, but as a friend. Cool your head, Shikamaru. This can't keep happening. It needs to stop. I'm sorry, but I can't do this anymore. Ino, wait! Ino! If Lord 7th is safe, tell us where he is. If you can't, your claim isn't going to fly, and you'll die disgraced as a Hokage killing traitor. Boruto has that like, so? So look on him face. Alright. You see, Boruto, I've been itching to pummel the crap out of you for killing Naruto. These last 3 years. It must be nice to have so much free time. Yo, Boruto doesn't give a shit, bro. But it's like, dog, I know my problem, that dog. You have so much free time. If you think about me for the last 3 years. Alright. Nice glare. Let's see how long it lasts. Ibiki, enough. It's useless. He isn't the type to break under pain. Let's use Venom. Summon Mitsuki. Lord It, I don't think that's wise. Mitsuki has shown strong killing urges towards Boruto. Forget interrogation. Worst case, he may just try to kill Boruto outright the moment he sees his face. That's fine. I'll take the fall. Call him in now. It doesn't look like Boruto's plan to tell them what you did, Kawaki. What? He seems to be trying to protect your standing in Konoha. What the heck? Why would he do that? I don't get that guy. Here, go on in. Mitsuki. Remember, we are shinobi, and this is a mission. Control your emotions and perform your duty. Understand? Alright. Mitsuki going in. Listen, Mitsuki. Boruto is a material witness. There's a chance he's hiding intel critical to Konoha's safety. Our purpose is to extract that info, so remember, do not kill him, alright? Hey, Mitsuki. What? Are you still idiotically searching for your son? Bombard siege mode? Huh? Mitsuki, is that all you have to say? Ungrateful traitor? You fool, stand down. Your stuff is in the West Wing security office. There are 2 guards. Alright, damn it. I warned you. Just to be clear, I don't see any of you as foes. I'm even okay sharing intel as needed, which I'll decide. And how you use it will be entirely up to you. No way, he slipped the cuffs? Gah, I thought they were supposed to be resistant even to high impact. That damn bastard Amado, foisting such junk on us. Mitsuki unlocked them? No, it can't be. Only Ibiki and I and Lord 8 know the 4-digit key code. And besides, Mitsuki has no reason to help Boruto. Oh, makes sense, makes sense. Yo. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hope everyone's doing great. Alright, so Boruto, Flying Thunder God. Don't feel bad, it's not your fault. Gone again. Hey, stop! I'm so sorry, Master Konohamaru. I lost my cool and blew it. It's understandable. Look, Lord 8 sanctioned this plan, so don't beat yourself up. What an absolute blunder. You've wasted our one opportunity to bring him down. My abject apologies. I'll launch a manhunt. The daimyos will be quite unhappy, without a doubt. Beware, Shikamaru. There shall be lasting consequences from this. I said move aside. I told you I just want to talk to him. Magot healing and saving everybody. Hope that isn't all she does. Yeah, true. Millennium Kage, wagwan man, welcome to the stream. I said move aside. I told you I just want to talk to him. What now? Let them in. Lord 8, what was the result of Boruto's interrogation? He escaped. Huh? Lord 8, we've received an emergency call from Lord Conqueror of the village. Yes! Finally! Other villages! God, man. Shit. I mean, I know like persons were kind of discussing that, yo, like maybe the new Shinju would be like, you know, Shinki. So I guess this might be hinting at that right now. Hold on, who's messaging me? Let's see. One sec, guys. One sec. Mitsuki, Himura, and Sarada Uchiha will not be targets, so I guess Kawaki and but most likely sense it needs to be in. I guess we'll see. Targets to. Wait, what are you saying, Ariana? Targets to IG, Kawaki, and Boruto to most likely sense they need to be eaten. Guess we'll see how it goes. Hold on. Let me continue. Alright, I'm in the Hokage office. Patch it through directly. It's been a while, Shikamaru. Sorry to bother you. Conqueror, what's going on? Gaara's been taken. Oh, wow. Wow. Finally, some other characters, and first thing, Gaara's been taken down. Of course. Gaara's been taken down. His adopted son, Shinki, too. What? Shinki's got that tree affliction. Fortunately, they're both alive. I'll explain more later, but forgive my bluntness. Could you lend us a hand? Alright. So is it that well, Gaara being taken on is one thing, but is he dead? Or is he still alive? Because it'd be wild to have Gaara taken out off screen. Finally awake. How do you feel? Ryu. Oh, so we end there. Wow. Whoa. Who knows? Maybe Matsuri and Mushimi. That's the bug Shinju's name, right? I feel like I'm mixing it up or messing it up. Probably Matsuri and Mushimi went to the hidden sand together. Also kill Gaara, Sasuke, and Naruto. Yeah, true. They might not have the balls to do it because again, it would be wild if those characters, or even Gaara in this case, died off screen. Honestly, that would be honestly ridiculous. And based on the interview that Kishimoto and Ikimoto had, it seems like Ikimoto, based on how he wants the story to go. But then again, at the end of the day, Kishimoto and him would have to had come to a consensus. But compared to Kishimoto's original draft, it seems like Ikimoto is the one leading things in the sense of keeping a number of characters alive, it seems. But yeah. But as per usual, sucks that the chapter ends right here. I was kind of getting into it. And you know, it's funny because, you know, even before we got spoilers or anything, or anyone was talking about this, you know, Shinki, Shinju and everything, between last chapter, between my last end of month subscriber stream, even before then, I've been talking that one of the Boruto manga's biggest, you know, issues is the lack of certain characters not being in the story, from like it being believable, you know, because, and the thing is, with certain characters coming back in, potentially speaking, the issue was that I believe Kishimoto and Ikimoto would have had to like justify, like, you know, where have these characters been all this time. But at the very least, in the grand scheme of things, when it comes on to the manga, Gaara has been in a manga before. He's been there, and with everything that's happening in Konoha, he's been on, you know, Konoha Zoom calls as well, so it's bad and not so bad with a character like him. But as it goes on, I'm kind of interested in seeing how they're going to potentially handle other characters, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, and that was the next thing, because when I saw the official spoiler image on the Naruto website with Sakura, I was actually going to make a video like talking about that, like for persons not to get too like excited or like jump up, because Sakura has been in the Boruto manga before for like a panel or two, and that's it. So I mean, I wasn't really jumping for joy. I was like cautiously optimistic. I wasn't expecting her to be like a recurring presence when it comes on to the manga, like going forward. So that's the thing. I think Shinki took the fall for Gaara, someone else, because I refuse to believe he got outdone by a claw grime. Hey, listen to me. If there's one thing when it comes on to mainstream spin-off continuations, we know like old characters in a lot of instances don't get represented the way they should on paper. So who knows? Maybe he got taken out by a claw grime for real. Ajay Sealer turns Stark and Kakashi just for a shot value and have say all of them 7 are gone. Yeah, but that would be wild, bro. Like the fact that to be honest, I kind of like the idea or the theory I was kind of trying to come up with, even though it probably has holes in it. That, you know, if the Cloud Village could build a cannon that could potentially destroy the moon, maybe, who knows, maybe there was some big top secret mission they built, like a space shuttle or something, and characters like Kakashi, Tsunade, and those characters kind of explored, like, probably not anywhere too far from Earth, but just around the initial, you know, space around Earth for any clues regarding Otsutsuki, and maybe that's why they've been gone. But other than that, like, it just seems wild for these characters not to be there. I will summon of course get more info about Shinki. Boruto teleports and takes him over and goes to my office. Yeah, true. I could see that being the case for next chapter. And then we decide on who, like, the different factions going forward for like this upcoming arc. So that definitely does seem like it could be like the next thing to happen, really and truly. But all in all, I thought this was a good chapter for the most part. What I do like about it, and it ties back to Boruto's goal as a shinobi, to be a ninja like Sasuke, which, you know, by proxy being a ninja like Itachi, the Shadow Kage, right? Someone that's kind of suffering in silence behind the scenes for the greater good. I definitely like that he didn't lie, but he didn't really out Kawaki either. Just not to, you know, ensure that he didn't stir up things to the degree where, like, oh shit, Kawaki's like the bad guy, quote unquote. So I definitely like that he kind of maintained his cool there for the most part. So that there's that. What I also like is the variety of characters that are involved. I mean, yeah, I keep saying the manga has issues with including certain characters, but given the situation, it makes sense for the elders, all these characters to be there involved and listening in. Because honestly, you can't blame me. The Boruto manga gives me the impression that even before this chapter, like, this whole scene could have happened with less characters. So I'm glad to see more characters are, you know, having panel time. Even Ibiki, like, that's good. So I definitely like it there. I'm kind of curious to see how Kawaki is going to, you know, how this kind of changes the trajectory in terms of how he feels about Boruto, right? So there's definitely that. In hindsight, given everything that's happened, it makes sense that Mitsuki be the one to let him out between him and, you know, Shikamaru. It makes sense, and given what the other characters know, it's believable that like, they don't believe that Mitsuki would have been the one to actually let him out, him or the Ito Kage. So there's definitely that. I like the setup, I really do. And confirmation that Jura isn't really based on anybody. He is the Ten Tails itself. So that's cool. Cool tidbit. What else could I say about this chapter? I really love the fact that Ino kinda like disagrees with Shikamaru, because or do I? Because I mean, of course, Shikamaru and Ino are close. They're on the same team. They were on the same team, and the fact that Shikamaru was trying to plead with her as a friend, but at the same time, Ino being kind of steadfast and saying, "Hey, no, this isn't right." Like, fam. Do you think that's contrived, or you guys think that Ino should have just gone ahead and just did what Shikamaru asked? Let me know what you guys think, because it could easily be, I mean, it went the way it did, but it could have easily gone the other way too. Who knows, maybe we will have a Sarada and Sakura versus Hidari thing. That would be good. That would be good. Wait, hold on, guys. Getting a call. Oh, hold on. Person hang up. I'll get back to them. Let me continue going through your comments. Yeah, but if they're gonna have like a Sakura and Sarada thing, I hope Sakura gets just a bit more panel time before anything else. I'm gonna just waiting for that Karam to tell her who her real brother is moment. True, true, true. I wish we could have some allusion to Sakura's feelings and Sasuke living so seemingly unprompted. Yeah, I would have loved that too. But again, maybe we could get it in next chapter. Because if we're going to eventually start including Sand Village, maybe we could have that. Start introducing, how should I say, the pattern of including other characters and their feelings. Maybe we can get some balance there if we're going to start including like Sand Shinobi. So, who knows, we could maybe even see Tamari. Even though she should be in the leaf anyway. I've seen people hate on Ina, but none of that is her fault. Any number of us would put their child and their child's safety above all. Okay, I like that. I like that, Ariana. The fact that apart from, yeah, Shikamaru and Ino are good friends, trusted comrades. Wait, hold on. Hello? Yeah, sorry about that. Yes, as I was saying, the fact that they're trusted friends and comrades is one thing. But I like what you just said, Ariana. It makes sense because apart from that, the fact that she's a mother now is like another factor to take into consideration. And omnipotence aside, I mean, she was there on the call, quote unquote, listening to Boruto tell Shikamaru what's what as well. But the fact that she's a mother now, that definitely could be a factor as to why, you know, she's decided not to really help Shikamaru as well. And of course, the characters being who they are, Shikamaru being a person who's always thinking, strategizing, I'm sure he would have gone over a number of things over the last 3 years. It's more so, I guess everything being in character, I guess it would make more sense for Shikamaru to be the one to, between him and Mitsuki, to try to trust or believe in Boruto, so to speak, despite it logically not making sense. So yeah, there are a lot of factors to consider, but I definitely love the fact that she's a mother, which could be a factor as well. Because I mean, of course, the first thing Shikamaru asked about was, you know, she could die naturally. So there's that. I know from her side, Shikamaru's going off the deep end. Again, horrible judging character. Good fun with the walls closing in on Shikamaru. Yeah, that's true. That's the next thing too. Shikamaru is kind of being slowly being placed in a box. And that's good because it's in situations like these where it kind of gives Shikamaru the opportunity to really think. Which, you know, that's why we love him. Well, one of the major reasons we love his character, right? So this is, I think, good setup for his character. Good conflict setup as we go on into chapter 15. So that was an X plus, I believe, for the chapter as well. I mean, and the fact that we get to see just a bit more nuance in terms of omnipotence and what Boruto was saying, like, yo, don't try to remember, it will kind of just fade out of your memory or something along the lines of that. So I thought it was good too. Eida, Mitsuki, and Shikamaru, since Eida wants to meet Boruto. You think so? Don't know what to put here. This interesting name. I don't know if I would say like Eida was in on the rescue too. Or maybe Shikamaru might have asked her. We maybe could see something in a flashback. So who knows? But I don't, as it stands right now, I don't think Eida was like like, you know, in on helping Boruto here. You know, glance at Inojin before making a decision, so not Shikamaru. He got hurt as a result of in the first place. Hold on, let me look back at yeah, true. So you're totally right, Millennium. So between that and what Ariana was saying here, it makes sense why she's kind of, you know, kind of steadfast and not necessarily helping Shikamaru, because definitely she's tying everything that's happened to her son now with, you know, even if Boruto is not directly responsible, she's kind of, I guess, emotionally associating it with, you know, Boruto, essentially. So it makes sense, even though, again, they're trusted comrades. So, yeah. But, again, it still could have easily went the other way, where she could have just went with what Shikamaru said. But, all things considered, I don't think this is a bad writing decision. I still think it makes sense. So, that was good, too. Have a theory. Kawaki is gonna get a Shinju's awakening because Koji says that every member of Gaara were modified by Amado and transplanted Shibai DNA, and Kishimoto intentionally left out Kawaki. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And then if I'm even thinking about this from a power scaling standpoint, and like Kawaki getting like stronger and catching up to Boruto within a reasonable amount of time, that's not bullshit, really and truly. I mean, he has, you know, Ishiki's DNA, of course, but if he has Shibai's as well, more than likely, based on what we learned last chapter, then it would make sense for like him catching up to Boruto in a short amount of time, plus getting an awakening, like you're saying, Ariana. So I could see that. Even the playing field. I'm a big, like, you know, when it comes down to characters like leveling up and getting stronger within a short amount of time, I don't mind it as much as long as it's there's a lot of factors and, you know, foundations for it to happen. So that's the thing. So I could see that happening in terms of that theory. If Eida could see the past, she could have saw everything from the Kashin Koji seeing future, then to Boruto's train to everything, to be honest. Yeah, true. So yeah, she could actually know everything in terms of that. Since it's probably possible for him to unlock things and Sarada to unlock the Rinnegan, and seeing as both might happen because genetics, these kids are different. Let's see. Himawari unlocking the 10 Seigan. She would probably need some more Otsutsuki chakra for that. Yeah, of course, like with Sarada, it's definitely possible for her to unlock the Rinnegan. Definitely. Probably need Sasuke's eye or chakra. And probably a combination of other factors for her. Hold on. Do whisper or use a snake to tell them where his weapons are, by the way? Yeah. Dara Shikage, what's up? And Chicks 420. That's a good question because you would think somebody would have heard this man say, yo dog, your stuff is in the West Wing. Cause alright. He used the snake to actually input the code. Unless he has, I mean, granted, thinking about it, I mean, technically Mitsuki is from the, you could say, sound village, right? Maybe he has some sound siege art ninjutsu where he could have just passed it on through some who knows, probably. So that could be it as well. No, but it just seems like he whispered it naturally. And Arc Sassy gentleman, what exactly would be his purpose besides maybe helping his daughter out for once? Ariana, come on, no with the Sasuke slander. Leave that up to me. Could have had that tool talk to Shikamaru before Boruto got sniped. Was that the case? Did that tool talk to Boruto before to Shikamaru before Boruto got sniped? I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and check that out. You know, Ariana, speaking of, I've been thinking of doing a video talking about Naruto and Sasuke and their return to the series at some point, because of course I would have done a poll, which it's not like a million persons participated in that poll. Hold on. YouTube Studio, this view channel. Post. And most persons were kind of voting that they feel like, you know, Sasuke is gonna come back to the story first. But I kind of wanted to do a video talking about like just Naruto and Sasuke and just an overall discussion in terms of either or when both of them return to the story, if they return to the story, you know, and like their roles and what they could play, what it could mean, because You know, I think one of the arguments for Naruto and Sasuke not being in the story was like, oh, they're too powerful and all of that jazz and blues and it kills the tension. But you have a bunch of characters stronger than them now, even on the protagonist, well, the hero side, so to speak. So it's like, if we're even going from that perspective, you know, keeping them out of the story doesn't make sense anymore. But, you know, it kind of makes things feel a bit dire and kind of leaves and, you know, makes the story feels like it's more so, you know, the new generation story. But that's a good question still. What role or how would the story handle Naruto and Sasuke if and when they come back? I know it wasn't through Ino's mind calling thing because it's usually in square boxes. Alright, let me There are Shikage. Let me go back to chapter maybe 12. No. I don't think one of the tools was talking to Shikamaru. I think it was on the field and Kawaki squashed it. Yeah. Boom. If I go to chapter 13. We're all the way down. Kashinko gotta be dying soon. What would be the point of him telling us the future all the time? Lacks the character suspense of things and a bad experience altogether. Well, true, it could kill the suspense. But then again, it's not like he can see the future that's going to happen. He can just see all the possible futures, which is always changing. So, that's the thing. I mean, it could be used as a plot device to train up other characters. That could be a thing. Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember like a toad talking to Shikamaru. It was just there on the field. But Momoshiki definitely hates Kurama after getting his ass whipped by him. So do you think it's possible a Kurama versus Momoshiki match? Obviously Kurama wouldn't win this time, you know, but we... I mean, I don't think Momoshiki would like Kurama per se, but to say like... I could see like a discussion going on, maybe a small squabble, but like a full-on versus? Nah, I don't think so. Because maybe if like, you know, Himawari goes with Boruto, maybe we could have like some weird soul link and, you know, their inner worlds kind of temporarily unite, something like that. And we have like Kurama speaking with Momoshiki. That could be a thing, but I don't really see them like fighting per se. I've been on like, what chapter did you Uncle is it Uncle Take? I don't know, like which chapter did you leave off? Have you even started 2 Blue Vortex at all? That's the like where do I recap from, you know? That's the thing. I mean, the sentient Shinju, Jura, and Hidari, they attack the Leaf Village to get Himawari and Sarada to devour them. Himawari is the new Ninetales Jinchuriki. Kurama, for some reason, has somehow like been reborn in Himawari, and her affinity with Himawari is like better than Naruto's. She goes on to fight Jura and loses. Boruto and Sarada beat Hidari, but he's eventually revived, and Boruto is taken into captivity after Jura sniper B Judamas him. So I mean, where do I recap from, you know? I feel like since Jura is a nice and kind guy who likes information, they might take a page out of the Cell arc and take like a week of days of trade and everybody both over face Shinju. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. I don't mind it because with everything that's been set with their characters, it would make sense. I mean, you could definitely see it as a quote-unquote ripoff of Dragon Ball with the Cell Saga there, but I don't mind because I mean it's within character. I mean, based on what's been built up, so I think that would make sense. Caution Koji can the plot device to train up characters, so that could be a thing. Say a lot of shit talking and insults. Yeah, pretty much. Oh man. Okay, let me go back to chapter 14 here. Alright, so they'll totally soon unlock their Shibai ability. That could be, that could be a thing too. Like, the character unlocking their Shibai ability. And to be honest, as I'm trying to my failed attempt to recap thing for Uncle Take there in the chat, I'm kind of thinking that maybe Shibai might have had something to do with Kurama being revived in Himawari. I mean, it's a stretch, and if Shibai is going to even be in the story himself, like, a Sage of Six Paths type figure, I doubt he's going to be making an appearance anytime soon in any super, like, story-changing way. But I just get a feeling like he's somehow pulling the strings, or moving certain pieces on the board, as the story goes on. But then again, if that's the case, you have to kind of question, like, I mean, how would that even benefit him, much less? So there's that. But all in all, I thought this was a good chapter as per usual. I don't know if I'm just sucking Boruto off. Pause. But I genuinely don't have any major problems. It's been 14 chapters and I don't have any like major issues with any of these chapters. There may be some certain little things you can complain about here and there in terms of character usage. Maybe Sarada hasn't gotten the spotlight that you thought she would have had by now, etc, etc. But like, for the most part, it's good. It's good. But yeah, great chapter. Love the nuance when it comes on to the characters. Of course, the conflict between Shikamaru and Ino. Of course, the different factors to consider when it comes on to Ino's character and how she's portrayed. Even though she's good friends with Shikamaru, she's still a mother. And her emotions kind of being on display subtly and not so subtly, causing her to be in conflict with what Shikamaru wants. Shikamaru himself being placed closer, well, more and more into a box in terms of getting reprimanded by the Land of Fire, but that also sets him up to be in a position to, put his character in the position that his character operates the best in, which I think is great setup for the most part. Of course, Konohamaru is also now aware that Matsuri, one of the Shinju, are going to be after him. Most of Konoha now, well, the persons that matter in Konoha are up to speed when it comes on to the Shinju threats. What more can I say? I'm just kind of summarizing what makes this chapter work as per usual. Confirmation in terms of Jura's background, that he's the Ten Tails itself. Nuance with Omnipotence in terms of how it affects person's memories, more on that. Setting up for more characters to come in so the story can feel much more dynamic. Definitely good too, I will say that. What else can I say? Mitsuki and Shikamaru. Well, Mitsuki, I'm kind of very curious in terms of where his arc is going to go after this now, honestly. It's going to be something special. Eida and Himura stole all of Sarada hype, not gonna lie. She needs the MS. Well, true. I mean, because if we're even thinking about it, right, we're 14 chapters in, and if if we're doing this by page count and saying, you know, converting 14 chapters by page count, so if it was a weekly series, we'd be like at what, at least chapter 42. So, you know, the Shidorian thing against the Claw Grime, well, against Hidari is yeah, it's cool and all, but I'm going to go on a limb and say, to be honest, Sakura at this point in part 2 of Naruto actually still looks more impressive than Sarada. Don't at me, I'm just saying. But I'm patient, I'm going to wait, and hopefully Sarada gets that Mangekyo Sharingan on display for us to see. This Boruto the master, can't blame him. Boruto is peak and cool. Yeah, true. Yo, so I need to like meme this is like and put so. Like the One Punch Man so. Yo, Ibiki was just killing for screen time, I'm not gonna lie. And hold on, I wanna go back to Boruto to a single lie. This premise. I believe that and that this premise is everything falling into place. Logical reason. Wait. Basically that lies with Kawaki. Thing as then Sarada. She's getting overshadowed by Boruto and Kawaki and everybody else with cool powers. Everything is new. Meanwhile, Sarada is doing the same things. Yeah, I definitely get you. I'm hoping, because I guess we'll be going into, I don't know, the support the Sand Village arc. I don't know. So I'm hoping we get some nice screen time with her. Hopefully. But I'm kind of curious what the Shinju are going to do now, because yeah, as you guys are saying, I mean, Jura could be like, oh, let's just give them some time. But I don't think we're not at the I don't think we're at the Cell beat Trunks and oh, I'm gonna give you 10 days moment just yet. So I still see the Shinju probably going around and doing some proactive movements. So maybe what could happen is they could also visit other villages in the meantime, and that would be a nice way to segue and get those characters. Well, the characters that are believable to include in the story at this point involved, if you get what I mean. Because at this point, manga wise, probably Kakashi, Tsunade, certain characters like that might be like, it might be a bit iffy to get them involved, because you kind of have to justify why they haven't been in the story. So, you know, characters like Gaara and Shinki who have been in the manga, it makes sense to include them. So maybe we could go to other villages and start including characters like that to kind of segue and start to involve those other characters one by one. As her father, at the same interest in basically, it's just lacking a little, you know. I'm not hating at all. I'm just saying she didn't spend 3 years doing nothing. Well, I would hope she didn't spend 3 years doing nothing, because why it wouldn't be a good look. Wouldn't be a good look. Oh my god. So yeah. So I have nothing too crazy planned tomorrow. No birthday streams or nothing, but you know, funny enough, it's since this past week I'm looking at it that if the information on Wikipedia is right, like the first chapter of Naruto came out on September 21, 1999. And yes, September 21 is my birthday, which is tomorrow. So it's just interesting that, you know, I'm just saying. Oh my god. Well, what I think is going to happen with Sarada though is based on, like we were kind of theorizing earlier, that Boruto will stop in with Shikamaru first before leaving the village again. Maybe certain characters will go with him, and once those characters actually head out with him, maybe, and just maybe, Sarada will, you know, like how they were building up towards the end of part 1 where she was kind of feeling frustrated. Maybe we'll get just the last piece of her experiencing some, on the field frustration, and we'll get her Mangekyo Sharingan there. I'm just hoping it's a very creative ability than just, Amaterasu, something cool. So, yeah. And hey, thanks, Ariana. I'm getting old. Listen, I just look young. It should be time for me to retire, but I can't retire just yet. So I'll give the rest of my buff. That's as great as Boruto because they have all this time. Yeah, that's the thing. Even with Kosh and Koji, they need like time to actually learn these like future version of themselves, like abilities, I'd imagine. So that's the thing. So Kosh and Koji can be the plot device all he wants, but I mean, how would they, the time to actually learn these stuff? Something. I think something of fire with green. Like her father. She's setting something off. Oh, she's getting something on fire. Green fire next. Green fire. I know, like, in terms of the temperatures of flames, kind of represents how hot they are. With this, green is definitely like hotter than like orange, right? And with like white being like the hottest. Let me know if I'm right or wrong there. Don't want her messing with time, like people saying, if Koji can see the future and Eida can see the past, what's the point? Fair point. It just has to be something creative, man. Just that. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be a case where the Shinju are going to they're going to be going to other villages? I mean, what's going to be the driving force? Because my thing is that it's not like they have to wait any long periods of time to like recover from injuries. And of course, yeah, we have the whole thing of them gathering information and experiences as like an excuse for them not to just end things now per se. So I guess other villages would make sense. Or I mean, who knows? Could we have the Shinju somehow get into conflict with the Otsutsuki? Maybe, just maybe. Maybe like one of them was like, oh, we want to create the Shinju master race and stop being enslaved by these Otsutsuki. I don't know. That could be something. I feel we don't need any more Shinju. True. We have Himawari, Mitsuki, Sarada, Konohamaru, Kawaki, and Boruto as targets. We only need the main cast. True. Himawari, Mitsuki, Sarada, Konohamaru, Kawaki, Boruto. Yeah, that's a fair point. Fair point. Well, it is what it is, yeah, man. Guess we'll see how it goes. So, yeah. Well, I don't really have much more to say on this chapter. Not a solid one. I mean, even though I would still like to see my theory on, a lot of the characters that aren't shown in the manga actually be like in Earth's orbit or something, searching for clues on Otsutsuki or something. I don't know. Even though that would be wild. That would be pretty wild. I'm pretty sure a person would be able to like poke holes in that. And of course, it would kind of be in conflict with the anime continuity of things. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping to just have a pretty chill day. I was kind of considering going to a party or something tomorrow, but I don't know yet. Like, I do know my mom is coming to visit, so there's that. Yeah, I'm not really too fussy when it comes on to birthdays, especially in the last 5-6 years, honestly. I might just chill, kind of reflect on life, kind of think. I mean, I might go out and treat myself to something. Might try a restaurant I haven't tried before, something. Me and my mom might just go out, nothing crazy. And then maybe later tonight I might go to a party, or I might not. Oh, if nothing else, I'll definitely be putting in my pre-order for Sparking Zero tomorrow. Because, October. Hey, yo, it is on. So yeah, but yeah, at least that. But yeah, other than that, nothing too crazy for tomorrow. It's just kind of interesting how fast these years are going by. Kind of wondering where life is going. So yeah, but anyway, guys, respect for coming out, guys and girls. Yeah, I'm just gonna finally see if I can change off now and just chillax for the rest of the night. So nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Mola Bros buying it and freeload. Well, if listen, guys, we'll have to do some, some matches. I'm kind of planning to, of course, do an initial live stream when I get it. Because since since most persons are pre-ordering it, I imagine a lot of persons will be playing it the 3 days early. 3 days early access. So I wanted to do like a live stream for the first thing, but I'm kind of interested in probably trying my hands on doing like videos. Hopefully, maybe like kind of like how like Syriax or Rhyme Style would do it, kind of like maybe 30 to 40 minute videos, maybe. I don't know. Or I could just be lazy and just Sparking Zero playthrough part 1, part 2, part 3, who knows. So yeah. Hey, thanks Monkey D Ashura. I'm hoping I do, man. I'm getting old. It's crazy. So yeah. But yeah. Oh boy. But shout out to everybody, man. Today is the 20th, so the end of the month subscriber stream, I'd do it not Monday coming, but the following Monday, so you guys can definitely come out for that. I know I've talked about eventually getting back into doing more content often again, if it's even like discussion videos like I used to do. And I know you guys were saying like just wait till the passion comes to me, but I wanna try pushing the channel again. I've just been kind of hands off for the most this day. I think this is in the last 7, 8 years, this is the least active I've been on the channel. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to get back into it. Girl, something go with speak. I know I'm late to playing it. Funny enough, I actually haven't played Dragon Ball Kakarot. I've just watched like playthroughs and gameplay and everything. It's crazy. Like I haven't even been playing much of Fighters, much less like since I bought it. Like it's crazy. I don't know. It must be like that adulting working vibes. Like but definitely will be making the exception for Sparking Zero. So yeah, you don't know. You don't know. It has to be done, fam. So pretty much just that. So yeah. I had to make the most of it. Yeah, well, true. I can imagine. Have to make the most of it before that billing cycle comes back around. And then boom! Bills! But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna run and just chillax now for the rest of the night. Who knows? I might just pour myself a drink tonight, tomorrow night. Who knows? Funny enough, me and a lot of like quite a bit of my friends are born in September. So of course my birthday is tomorrow. My neighbor / friend Ray, his birthday was Tuesday gone, so the 17th. I have a next brethren, his birthday is on Monday coming. I have another friend whose birthday was on the 11th. So I should probably talk to them like if they probably would be up for like doing something like if like all was going on or something like at the end of the month, something. It's crazy. Alright. So anyway, see you guys. Respect for coming out. Like the video, comment, subscribe, share out. I don't think this is too long of a reaction review, so it should be easy cruising for persons who didn't get to see it initially. And I'll see you guys in the next Boruto 2 Blue Vortex video. Yes, sir.